Welcome back to St Michael's Junction. Sorry it's been quite a while since I've done an update. I have a lot on my plate in the last year. It's my mother, sadly she passed away this September. Anyway, so but I have been working on my other channel, PRT Films. I've been concentrating on my boxing as well as looking after my mum. Is you know, when you're working in that gym, you can just relieve all the pressure. Anyway, get back to this here. I've now named this Lady Margaret's Corner after my mum, and I've got like abandoned wall of a castle, so like ruins. So that there's like the Arthur was there. In the far corner, you can see the church scene, which originally, and you see in this video, it wasn't that. There was like kind of like an industrial estate there, but I just didn't like it. I took it away. I have got another video out on St Michael's Junction where I was making the church scene in the graveyards, but it was meant to be for a different project around here, but it suited here for me. In the far right hand corner, I still got to complete my tunnel scene, as in like the grass and the trees and so forth. Which it all comes down to money in the end. You can see when I first I cut out the canal, actually you can see it there. Well, when I started that, my idea was to be a canal, but now it's a disused canal. There will be resin put in there so it look like water. And what I like about it, it's a suburb. It was, I mean, I've still got my platform now, which I'm going to use as a disused platform, because you do get them around. You know, there's been plenty of time I've been on the train, you go through stations that have all been abandoned and closed down. So this is one of them on my set. There's a few more details I've got to finish on it, which I will get to it. But mainly what I'm going to do with this video, I'm going to show you the progress, how I got to making this. And but as I said, it's somewhere in this video you will see in the far corner where the church is, there's an industrial estate, but I changed my mind about it. The underground still runs through it, and the main line, 3 main lines. Okay, I'm now going to hand myself over to me, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Thank you. Well, here we are. This is where we're going at the beginning stage. This is where I started designing the tunnel scene, and I've got my hardboard up there, doing the measurements, making sure, like, you know, get all the clearances so you know the trains can run through. And this is the stage when you first start doing it. It's important that you get this bit right. I mean, the dressing up you can just change here and there, but this is important because the lines are going to run and the trains are going to get fit through them. So he's doing all my measurements, and once I was satisfied with what I'd done, I just got on with it. Well, so as you can see, I've done all this now. The object of doing this is when I do the plaster, I'm going to make it look like a bank. The inside it will be all brickwork. There will be some overgrown grass and things, but the most important one, I make it look like so. With a hole, as you can see there, it's going to sink into it. Now that there is going to represent a breathing hole. They used to, I think they still do, when they do tunnels, so they can get air, ventilation down there. And that's it. Okay, this is the stage where I start preparing the surroundings. Basically, I have to remove all this lot, and this is the area I'll be working in first of all, and I'll be putting my cement down there. It's not concrete, it's a bit of cement, so I can make my mountain out of it. And this is how I do it: cement straight into the tray with a spoon, 3 or 4, maybe 5 drops, depending what kind of texture I want, how thick I want it to be. Basically, once I was satisfied with it, you got to get this right. So I suggest you watch a video on how to do cement. And up there was my flask, which I had water in it, and obviously you pour the water into the powder, mix it, make sure it's the texture you want, because I want it kind of thick so I can spread it around. I don't want it all loose and running everywhere, because it's going to represent the ground around the train layout, so it looks like all earthbound. Once I was satisfied with that, make sure as well you stir it well. That's one of the most important things. Stir it well, and then the rest will come easy.
Is there so much hate for the ones we love? Well, tell me we both matter, don't we? You, it's you and me. It's you and me. You won't be unhappy. And if I only could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our
the silence.
And this is the finished project, okay? As I said, it's Lady Margaret's Corner. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye!